I had a sponge in my hand. The wall was right in front of me. And in 3 seconds, I was going to erase everything. But I didn't, because I saw something I was never supposed to see. My name is Daniel Cole. I was 41 years old, and I am not a man who cries. I built my own company from nothing. I worked 15-hour days for 12 years. I had a house, a career, a reputation. I was, by every measurement the world uses, successful. But my daughter, Jennifer, she was 6. And Jennifer, she drew on walls. It drove me insane. Not the mess. I could clean a mess, it was what it meant. Loss of control, disorder, imperfection in my house. I had told her 100 times. Jennifer, we do not draw on walls. That is not what walls are for. She would nod. She would say, "Okay, Daddy," and then she would do it again. That Tuesday, I came downstairs early. It was 5:47 a.m. I know the time exactly. I checked my watch. I was leaving for a flight to Chicago. A deal. A big one. And there it was. On the wall of the hallway, the white wall I had painted myself, a drawing. Crayon. Red and yellow and blue. I didn't even stop walking. I turned to the kitchen, opened the cabinet under the sink, grabbed a sponge, came back. I was going to erase it, and I was going to wake Jennifer up afterward and explain, calmly but firmly, that this was the last time. I raised the sponge, and then I stopped. Not because someone called my name. Not because she walked in. I stopped because I actually looked. The drawing was of a family, a house with a yellow sun. 2 figures, one tall, one small, holding hands. That part I expected. But then I saw the detail. The tall figure, the one that was supposed to be me, had no face, just a blank oval. The small figure had a face. Jennifer had drawn herself with a smile, 2 dots for eyes, a tiny nose. But the tall one, nothing. And underneath it, in 6-year-old handwriting, letters crooked and beautiful, she had written one word, Dady. That's how she spelled it, D-A-D-Y. Not even the right letters. But she knew who she was drawing, and she had given me no face. I stood there, sponge in hand, and something happened inside me that I cannot fully explain. It wasn't guilt, not yet. It was more like a question. Why did she draw me with no face? A 6-year-old draws what she knows. She draws what she sees. She draws what she remembers. I thought about the last time I had eaten breakfast with Jennifer. I couldn't remember. I thought about the last time I had read her a story at night. I couldn't remember. I thought about the last time she had run to the door when I came home. And then I remembered. She used to do that. Every single evening, when she heard my key in the lock, she would run. Little feet on the floor, fast. Daddy, Daddy. When did she stop? I stood in my hallway trying to calculate the last time my daughter had run to greet me. And I couldn't find it. It had slipped away, quietly, without announcement, the way the most important things always do. Here is what I had believed, genuinely believed, for years. I believed I was doing all of this for her. The work, the hours, the deals. I told myself, I am building something, I am providing, I am being a good father. But a good father has a face. A good father is someone a child can draw. And Jennifer, with her 6-year-old crayon and her crooked handwriting, had told me the truth that no one else in my life had the courage to say. She didn't draw me with no face to hurt me. She drew me with no face because she didn't know what my face looked like when I was happy. She had never seen me happy. Not at home, not with her. I put the sponge back under the sink. I called my assistant. I told her to reschedule Chicago. She paused. She said, "The clients won't be happy, Daniel." I said, "I know." Then I walked upstairs. I sat on the edge of Jennifer's bed. I watched her sleep for a while. Just that, nothing else. When she opened her eyes, she looked at me. Not surprised, not excited, just careful. Like she wasn't sure what version of me this was. I said, "Jennifer, do you want to have breakfast together?" She blinked. She said, "You're not going to work?" I said, "Not today." She looked at me for a long time. Then she smiled, and it was the most important deal I had ever closed. The drawing is still on the wall. I never erased it. 3 years later, Jennifer is 9. She draws my face now. Eyes, nose, smile, everything. Sometimes she even gets the details right. The gray in my hair, the way I squint when I laugh, because she has seen me laugh. I'm not a perfect father. I never will be. But I am a present one. And here is what I want you to understand. If you take nothing else from this story, the people who love you are drawing a picture of you in their minds every single day. What does that picture look like? Does it have a face? I almost erased the most important message anyone ever sent me. It was written in crayon on a wall by someone who didn't even know how to spell my name correctly. But she knew me better than I knew myself.